when were you first approached for this project by the Vicious Brothers, and what was their original pitch to you?
So I first got pitched it by a casting director I knew, Laura Brooke, and she just kind of hit me up and was like, "Hey, these guys are doing this movie. I think you'd be good. You should go out for it." And I was out in Calgary at the time with some family, and I was just like, "Look, I have a tiny little camera. I'll throw a video together and I'll just wing it." They gave me a little blurb, and I'll tell you, I've never, ever, ever have I seen a ghost hunting show. I didn't know who this Zach guy was. Nothing, zero. Um, but so I just did it, and I just had that vibe to it. I don't know if it's the way they wrote it or whatever, but that was it. I sent the tape off, and at that time, it was called Cold Spots,
Ah,
the movie. Yeah, and yeah, they just phoned me for a conversation when I got back, and they didn't call me in after that. They were just like, "Yeah, we want you,"
yeah.
because they were holding auditions out here. Um, but yeah, and then I did not meet the Vicious Brothers until we walked up. I walked up the stairs of the psychiatric hospital, and they were both sitting there. It's so funny. They were telling me that because they were so new, right? Just writers. They
Yeah.
wrote this thing in like a couple of days or something like that. They just wanted to make a movie quick. So they were like, let's throw something together. They threw this thing together, and I was nervous meeting these guys. They were nervous meeting me, and and they were just so easygoing. Everything just felt like home from that
Yeah.
moment.
And it's interesting because my next question was, what are your thoughts on this whole ghost hunting reality show phenomenon, especially like back in like the 2010s and nines? Those things really took off. And I remember watching a bunch of them with my brothers. Now, once you got the role, did
Yeah.
you visit any of these shows? The whole Zach Bagans thing from Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters. What was that all about?
I knew from just like anybody else would, I knew about the shows. I knew kind of what the premise was of, you know, searching for something, hearing
Yeah.
EVPs, that kind of thing. I just didn't know who Zach Bagans was. I'd never seen that show. I think I saw the one with the three guys, big bald guys. I can't.
Yeah, Ghost Hunters. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd seen one of those. But I think for me, it was one of those things. I wanted results. Like I'm a results guy. So that's what drew me to this movie more than anything, because you finally get to see something, and
Yeah.
that's why everybody tunes in to watch those shows. You don't tune in for the assumption, but that's
Right.
what you get every time.
Oh, of course.
And it used to crush me. It used to crush my soul. I think I watched one or two, and it was like a flashlight sitting on the floor flickering, and I was like,
Come
man,
on, man.
I'm out. I'm out. I can't. I don't want to watch this no more. I can't. I can't do that. Right. And I'm a skeptic. I'm a skeptic with any of that kind of stuff. So I'm like, nah. Anyway, but so I like this script because it got results.
Yeah.
So
So now, as I mentioned, the character of Lance Preston, he's such like a charismatic, cool dude. What was the thought process and your personal creative process about creating this character? Was there a collaboration with Vicious Brothers, or was it kind of you going off the script? What exactly was the overall layout?
everything was pretty easygoing. There was a couple of key points they wanted to hit whenever we had dialogue, but other than that, it was on the fly. Not just me, uh, suggestions from them, anything like that. Like doing certain inflections at certain times, like really hitting a point. And I think it just kind of it met wherever this Zach Baggins guy lived. I don't know if ghost hunting shows or the way that they take place kind of lends itself to that.
Yeah.
But any dialogue that I was saying, it just I don't know what it was, man. It came out that way. I'll be honest with you, it just did. there
Um,
was no real there was no real thought process as to. I think it was cheese dick. They just wanted him to be a cheese dick.
gotcha.
So cheese, ham it up, right? And so I think it just innately came out like that.